Hey everyone, how's everyone enjoying the summer? Good? Well, too bad, because school starts tomorrow, and you're not packed yet, alright? You need to get packed in, because it's 7 a.m. tomorrow, alright? Anyway, welcome back to another video, where today I'm finally bringing back Untrue Tuesdays. Yay! So today is actually summer related, but seeing how literally is the last day of summer break, but hey, it's still August, so that means that it's still technically summer, right? Even though school starts literally tomorrow, at least for me though. But I decided, what the hell? Why not? It's still August, still summertime, so let's go ahead and get into it. So even though that pretty much the last video, the last Untrue Tuesday, I said that I was going to stop reacting to my share my story for at least for a little bit, but that was a complete lie, kind of like on the beginning of my schedule. Because today we have 2 share my stories, but still have one story from Dory's story. Remember that one? The one where she cried tears. Remember that? Yeah, no, it's been forever. But yeah, today we're reacting to 2 share my story videos, but I decided to put the Dory story one in between and react to the last one, which is from share my story. And this last one is 10 minutes long, so that's why I'm saving it for last. But this first one is well, no, on both of these by the way, both of these share my story videos have the same title. It's so freaking weird. They are both called "I'm Allergic to Sun."
Really, nigga?
Yeah. So, okay, this one I kinda do believe, just a little bit, because just not that long ago, what was it? It was, Inside Edition released this one video about this one girl who was, allergic to sun, so she couldn't go outside or anything. She couldn't enjoy summer. But then again, it is the media, and they tend to lie a lot. But hey, I'm not the one to do that here. So whatever. Let's just roast this, I guess. Anyway, let's get started. Again, guys, on this first one is from Share My Story. I'll link in the description below, as always. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In 3, 2, 1. Haven't said that in so long. Play.
Hey, I'm Sophia, and when I was a kid, me and my family always took trips to the beach. I can still remember how much I loved building sand castles and playing with—
Right off the bat, that is a automatic because you are allergic to sun, young lady. You should not be spending your time at the beach.
those cute little crabs. However, one day, I said—
Oh my god, that crab was crying. Did y'all see that?
I was completely covered in rashes and hives. I got scared and ran to my mom to tell her that something was wrong. However, my throat was so swollen that I couldn't even speak. My parents saw that I was suffocating and rushed me to the hospital. Luckily, the doctors were able to save my life. But a few hours later, I got diagnosed with solar urticaria, or sun allergy. It means that whenever UV light rays hit my skin, I get rashes that burn like fire. To make things worse, my sun allergy is so extreme that I can't leave the house unless it's nighttime, or unless I'm wearing a big sweatshirt that covers all of my skin. You can imagine how my whole life changed in an instant. The worst thing was going to school,
I was gonna say,
because all
that's
my
hot.
classmates could play on the schoolyard while I had to stay inside my classroom with the curtains closed. I felt so lonely, and I couldn't even go to the cafeteria to eat with my classmates
you have to spend more of your life in middle school and high school, and neither of those have recess. So
I was a complete loner without friends. I guess that's why I hated school, but life at home wasn't perfect either. I had to spend a lot of time with my evil brother. We hated each other, and he always told me that my sun allergy was ruining our family because we couldn't go camping or go to the beach anymore. I also had nightmares where I tried to run away from the sun, but it would follow me into our basement. Once the sun
reminds me of the sun from Super Mario World
coming out of them, and then I would slowly melt like a snowman on a beach. But most of the time I spent laying in bed crying and wondering if any guy would ever be willing to date a misfit like me. I was about to give up on life, but then
I mean, I will,
because
because I don't go outside a lot, so.
My parents asked
If not
him
ever,
if he had
so.
any wishes, and he said his only wish was to go back to the beach. My parents got mad at him and told him to be considerate of my sun allergy and to stop talking about the beach. But he started crying, pointed at me.
Ew, that's an ugly ass face.
Evil vampire
Ugly ass
that
crying
was scared
face.
of the sun and tried to suck the blood out of our family. I remember feeling so terrible afterwards that I went to my mom and asked if she could bring me to a foster.
What an evil little
because
shit.
I didn't want to be a burden to our family anymore. Luckily, I have the greatest mom in the world, and she said that she would never ever leave me because she just loves me too much. I guess that's exactly what I needed to hear. Because the next day, I decided once and for all to stop being a victim of my sun allergy.
Oh, I thought you were.
And to finally take control of my life again.
I thought you got arrested.
I joined an indoor hockey team to make new friends.
But no, it's a metaphor.
I got a telescope
It's a metaphor.
and took my family out to the beach and watched the stars at night. And I stopped thinking of my sun allergy
Honestly,
as something bad that happened
late at
to
night
me.
swimming is
And
kind
instead, I
of
started
fun.
to think of it as something
A little bit
good
more
that
fun than
happened
actual
for
swimming.
me, and that made me become a stronger person. Now I'm in college, and people here are much more understanding. Some even think it's cool that I have a sun allergy. And there was one cute guy who approached me and said he always wanted to date a good-looking vampire like me. And I've also decided that if I should ever get married, that it will be during a solar eclipse, because that would be so romantic.
Cool, so you didn't have. Wait, so when does this video come out? Let me see. 2019. And when's the next solar eclipse? The last big solar eclipse that we had was back in 2017, so this video came out in 2019, 2 years after that. So let me just load it up real quick. When is the next solar eclipse? April 8th, 2024. Okay, so if you do the math right, kind of right, at least, this girl said that she was in high school. This video came out in 2019, so assuming that she went to college the year before or the same year as this video, she should be at least 19 or 20, or even 18. And next solar eclipse in 2024, so you're gonna be at least 24 to 26 years old. You're not planning that wedding soon, all right?
I guess it sounds crazy, but at this point in my life, I'm truly grateful for my sun allergy. It taught me that the events in our lives don't control us, but that it's all about how we react to those events. The first 2 years after I developed my sun allergy, I couldn't stop pitying myself, and I spent every night crying myself to sleep and wondering why life was so unfair to me. However, now I've realized that complaining about things you can't control doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time and energy. Instead, I try to only focus on those things that I do have control over, like studying for school or having a good time with my family, playing board games and making jokes. I just want to thank you for listening to my story. I hope you learned something from it. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more animated stories.
Alright, that was honestly another banger from Share My Story. That was really good, since she stayed consistent with the whole point, instead of like going on and on and on. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on before my dog's barking makes me even more irritated. Alright, now this is an Untrue Tuesday for real, because this is a story that I 100% do not believe. Because it is called I'm Allergic to Air. How are you even alive to tell this story? You literally need air! You need it! You see this? This is how this is what is keeping me alive right now. How the hell are you telling this story? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Let's just go ahead and play it. 3, 2, 1, blah, 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 go.
Hi, my name is Ursula and I'm
Ursula.
16. I have an allergy to air. Go ahead and ask how I'm still alive. You won't believe what saved me. Everything started a little more than a year ago. It was an important day. Mum wanted my brother and I to meet her new boyfriend Josh. The summer was especially hot and forest fires became more frequent in my state. The city where I lived was covered in smoke. I was riding home on my bike when I suddenly felt that I am unable to breathe. I fell off my bike and a bout of coughing started. How would you feel if you unexpectedly started suffocating? I became very afraid.
See, you're not
Some
allergic to
strangers
air.
ran up to me. It was then I felt
This
that
is
I
not
was
being
unable
allergic
to
to air.
speak.
It's
My
just that
tongue swelled.
you're always
They called
surrounded by smoke
911,
and fire
I was
and
quickly
shit.
brought to the hospital for
Or you have
analysis.
breathing
This is how I
problems. You're
found
not
out I am
allergic to air. If you were
How can
allergic
this
to air,
be?
then that
Air
means
cannot be
you're
fully
not breathing at
clean.
all. You're
So
dying.
what I am really allergic to is the impurities in it. I didn't have
you
any
just
bouts
have
of
breathing
coughing
problems.
at
You need to
home
carry a
because
machine
we had
around.
a special air cleaner. I had to switch to homeschooling, but when I stopped going to school, I noticed strange things. Mum's new boyfriend Josh was quite strange. In the mornings, he would leave for work and soon after come back and sit in his room for a long time. What kind of job did he have? He told Mum that he worked as an artist, but sometimes he gave her a lot of expensive presents. I then noticed how he would ask Mum for some money. She was so happy with him that it was impossible to suspect him of wrongdoing, at least at the time. My friends occasionally came over, but their stories made me really mad. And though my mum and brother supported me, I became
What the hell does this have to
depressed.
do with-
My condition worsened with each passing day, but then he appeared. Tori.
Screw it.
He
Screw
saved
it. I'm
me.
watching it.
You think he was a knight in shining armor? My new boyfriend? No. He is a cute golden retriever. But why did my mum suddenly decide to gift me an old dog? Ends up she and Josh found a special dog for me. The thing is, Tori is trained to give warning about allergic attacks in advance. Imagine that. Before that, I had no idea that dogs were capable of such things. I googled it. The dog really could smell changes in the blood and warn me of an oncoming allergic reaction so that I can take action in advance and avoid one. But such dogs cost a crazy amount of money. I was embarrassed to be in front of my mum, but she said she had been saving money for a long time and is happy that these savings will help me. It was so great to hang out with my friends after sitting at home and being sad. I had a special set of medicines I needed to take in case Tori, through his behaviour, were to indicate I would soon have an allergic reaction.
Tori?
Never being apart, Tori became
Or her
everyone's
Tori?
favourite until a misfortune occurred. That day, Josh took a walk in the park with him, not far from our house, while I was
His
doing
name is
homework.
Tori?
He was gone for a long time.
Okay.
When he came back,
Whoa!
he was covered in bruises.
Yo, where's
and
Tori
blood.
at?
And without Tori. He said that he was attacked by 3 men and beaten up. They kidnapped Tori and drove away in a minivan.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
Of course, the dog
Lying
was very
bastard.
expensive. But who could have kidnapped him? No one knew how expensive he was. We started searching. We told the
Yeah, no,
police
that's
and put up
oddly
signs. I put information up
suspect.
about Tori online, but he wasn't found anywhere. I cried and couldn't calm down. Josh started often disappearing during the evenings. I thought he would be ashamed that he lost Tori. I was
What the hell is
so
up with this
wrong.
guy?
What I found out put me in a state of shock. I decided to talk with Josh. I came up to the bedroom door and accidentally overheard his phone call. I heard him say, "I will give you all the money back. I already gave you the dog."
Huh?
He is worth half my debt. Which means Josh was the one who stole my Tori. I barely stopped myself from screaming. I couldn't believe it. What if there was a good reason for it? I needed to start following Josh right away. I couldn't leave the house and asked my brother to find out where Josh goes to in the evenings. Ends up he was
What the hell are you
going to
doing,
a
bro?
bar in the centre of the city where he played
Oh, you think
poker
you're
for
some
money.
super
It was
spy?
a popular place where a bunch of urban criminals.
Where my sunglasses at?
Oh, brother, I think that our stepbrother Josh stole our dog. You need to go after him and see what's up with him.
Don't worry about it, sis. I got this. Hey, yo, the way that the light reflects off these glasses looks so funny.
Pimps, and gamers met up. So we found out Josh was one of them. When we told Mum everything, she yelled at Josh. Of course he didn't admit anything. But Mum believed us and called the police. He was released quite quickly, as we had no evidence other than my witness statement. Josh forever disappeared from our lives, but my Tori was never found. Mum promised to sell her car in order to at least be able to buy me a regular dog, but I don't want anyone other than Tori. I still hope someone will find him, as they will surely try to sell him. Maybe one of you will see a dog that looks similar to him.
That
You could
is
write
such
comment
an
letting me
a
know.
classic Untrue
Please share
Tuesday.
this video. Give it a
Watch a
like and
video
subscribe
that
to the
has
channel.
something completely unbelievable in the title, and yet they only talk about what's in the title for like 12 seconds, and then talk about something completely different. Literally, how the hell did we go from I'm allergic I'm allergic to air, and I had to stay inside all the time. But I got this awesome dog named Tari, but then my stepfather put him up for sale. Now, if anyone could tell me where my dog is, please leave a comment and tell me where he is. Okay, I'm done with that. Alright, guys, that's gonna do it all for today's Untrue Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, comment below what you thought, and make sure to subscribe to Starter Brother. And I'm your host, Day Day. Yeah, that's the new name now. Bye.